Hey yo, what's going on guys? Tyson Gaylord here, back at it again with another YouTube video. So today we're going to react to a video that I saw on Instagram. It was titled, POV, an atheist does a live stream. So in this video, this Christian guy who made the video, he did a skit where he was role-playing as an atheist, doing a live stream. And he was getting all these questions like, oh, I'm such a dumb atheist. I get all these questions that I can't answer. Like, oh, how did the universe come from nothing? Oh, what? I don't know, because I'm so stupid. So yeah, this video triggered me beyond belief because there were so many things that were said in this video that are just wrong. I mean, at the end of the video, he was like, disclaimer, this is just a skit. This is not an actual argument against atheism, but I've heard many Christians say the things. There's like 11 points in this video, and I've heard Christians make these points before, not as a joke, not as a skit. So I'm going to be responding to these points. So maybe this guy doesn't actually believe everything that he said in this video, or maybe he's like exaggerating the truth a bit, like straw manning the atheist position to make a joke or whatever. I'm not going to go too into depth into each point because, I mean, there's like 11 points here, so I'm just going to give my most brief answers to each of them, and I don't want this video to be 3 hours long, so let's get right into it, okay.
What happens after we die? Oh, nothing. Nothing happens. No, you're just gone.
I hear a lot of Christians make this point. They're like, oh, what does atheism have to offer me? Like, they act as if they get to choose what they want to be true. Like, they compare atheism and theism or Christianity, and they're like, oh, under atheism, there's no afterlife. Your life has no meaning. Your life is pointless. It's depressing. It's nihilistic. Versus Christianity, oh, you get to have a relationship with God. You get to go to heaven for eternity. Oh, doesn't that sound good? It's like, what are you going to choose? Yeah, choose Christianity. Christianity is better. It's like, you don't just get to choose what you want to be true. It's like, atheists aren't arguing which worldview is most preferable. They argue that God doesn't exist, and that believing in God is pointless because it doesn't matter what you want to be true. It doesn't magically make it true. Like this whole idea that, oh, atheism, like, why would you be an atheist? It's like, why don't you just be a Christian because it's better? But it's like, that assumes that you just get to choose what is true, when that's obviously not the case. Like, it doesn't matter how much you want Christianity to be true. If it's not true, it's not true. So yeah. Next.
What's the purpose of existence? You don't really have one. Like, you're pretty useless. There's no reason for you to be here.
This is so cartoonish and silly. Like, so many Christians act as if, oh, if there is no God, then you have no purpose. You have no reason to be here. You might as well just end yourself. It's like, they think that just because you don't have some objective purpose given to you by God, and also, I don't see how that makes it objective. I already made a video talking about how the idea of objective purpose and objective value and objective morality, objective whatever, well, not whatever, I think some things are objective, just not like value and morality and all that shit. Like, I think those things make no sense. I think all purpose is subjective. Like, just because someone else tells you that the purpose of your life is to do this thing, that doesn't mean it's objective. That's still their own subjective opinion, but whatever. I don't want to get into that. So you could say that, oh, I just enjoy living here. It's like, you don't have to believe in God to have a reason to be here. Your reason can just be, oh, I enjoy it here, so I'm not going to jump off a cliff. It's like, yeah. Next.
How did life come from non-life? Next question.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Atheists can't answer this question, but neither can religious people. Like, I want to hear your answer for how life or how non-life came from life. How does that happen? Oh, God did it? How did he do it? Give me the specifics. Oh, wait, you don't have an answer? Ha ha, you're so stupid. This is like the stupidest point that Christians make. They act as if it's so irrational, like so illogical that some chemicals could turn into more complex arrangements of chemicals. Because that's literally, like, I don't think people realize that literally all matter that exists within the universe is made of chemicals. That's what matter is. It's just arrangements of, that's what chemicals are. They're arrangements of particles. That's what we are entirely made out of. Like, every single particle in my body is a chemical. Or I guess single particles aren't chemicals, but whatever. We're entirely comprised of chemicals. So is it really that surprising? It's like, that's all an atheist claims when they say non-life turns to life. It's just, non-life is just chemicals versus life, which is also chemicals, just different arrangements of chemicals. It's not that hard to believe, especially if you already accept evolution. If you believe in evolution, you believe that we have evolved from a single-celled organism to the complex arrangement of chemicals that we are today. It's like, if you accept that, how can you not accept abiogenesis? That's like a much smaller leap. Like, oh, some chemicals turned into like a single-celled organism or whatever, right? It's like, am I wrong to say that that's just the most ridiculous point ever? It's like we haven't figured out yet how non-life turns into life. I'm not an expert in this field, and I'm not going to pretend like I am, but to me, it just seems like, yeah, I'm sure there is some naturalistic explanation. Like, maybe we haven't definitively proved it yet, but I'm sure there is one. It's like, it's not that hard to believe, is it? Like, Christians believe so many ridiculous things. They believe in a virgin birth. They believe that Jesus was born from a virgin. They believe that he came back from the dead. It's like, you accept those things, but you don't accept this, because that's just too outlandish. Wait, what? Some chemicals turning into more complex arrangement of chemicals? No, that's way too crazy sounding. You know, a man coming from the dead? That's perfectly reasonable and rational. Definitely not crazy at all. Definitely not schizophrenic.
How did existence come from non-existence? Where are you getting these questions from? Next, bro.
Atheists can't answer any of these questions, even though you can't answer it either. How did God make the universe? Because that's what he's talking about. I don't know why he said existence to non-existence. That's a weird way of saying, why is there something rather than nothing? Because that's what he's really trying to say. Like, well, because this is a common talking point that a lot of Christians, they say, oh, atheists believe that the entire universe popped into existence out of nothingness. Even though that's literally not what people believe, probably. I don't know what most atheists believe, but I'll tell you what I believe. I don't fucking know. I don't know where the universe came from. It's like, there's many possibilities here. Let me look at my iPad. Okay. The universe could have just always existed. It's like a lot of Christians, they can't just wrap their heads around as if maybe the universe didn't have a beginning. A lot of Christians mistakenly, they say, oh, well, the Big Bang proves that there was the beginning. When it literally doesn't. The Big Bang Theory does not prove that the universe had a beginning. I see so many idiot, dumbass Christians online say, oh, the Big Bang literally says that the universe... No, it doesn't say that. That's just your own interpretation of it, which is objectively wrong. So one possibility is that the universe has always existed. So if that happened, then this whole idea of, oh, how does existence come from non-existence? Well, it didn't, because the universe has always existed. Yeah, I don't think it's possible for something to come from nothing. But it's like, how are we defining nothing? Because, like, if you define nothing as, like, not time and space, because I'm pretty sure, like, some theories of cosmology suggest that space and time haven't always existed. So they, like, emerge from a more fundamental feature of reality. So there could just be some, like, naturalistic fundamental feature of reality. So if that's what you call nothing, then I guess nothing did come from something. I mean, something did come from nothing, if that's how you define nothing. But to me, that's not nothing. If there is something at the most fundamental feature of reality or whatever, that's not nothing. That's still a thing. It is something. So I don't know why Christians, they pose this question to atheists, like, as if it, again, literally you could ask a Christian the same thing. How did God make the universe? If you believe in the material world, then how did God make all this stuff? Where did all this stuff come from? Did it just always exist? Oh, well, if it always existed, then why do we need God for? It's like, if you're going to accept the fact that this stuff could have just always existed, then that's a totally reasonable thing for an atheist to say. Oh, well, this stuff has just always existed. It didn't come from anywhere. It didn't just come from nothing or whatever. Maybe it was compressed in, like, the size of a particle during the Big Bang. I don't know anything about cosmology, but there's a lot of possibilities here that don't involve God. So I don't know why they act as if atheism is just so illogical. It's impossible to be an atheist because atheism makes no sense. So it's like, to act like God is some necessary being that must exist is just the most ridiculous thing ever, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Do you matter? No, not really when you really think about it.
You do matter to the people around you. It's like, just because God doesn't exist, that doesn't mean you don't matter at all. You still matter. There are many people in this world who love and care about you. You don't need God for that. Also, we're made up of matter. So from an ontological standpoint, we are literally matter. So we do matter. We are matter itself.
Where do I get my morals from? Oh, you know, it's kind of really just how I feel. Like, what I think is good is good.
Yeah, and what's the problem with that? Oh, it's just how I feel. Yeah, like, that's just what it is, though, dumbass. He's trying to touch on, like, the whole subjective morality versus objective morality. Like, oh, if you're an atheist, if you're an evil atheist, you can't say that Hitler was objectively wrong. It's like, yeah, you can't say that under any worldview, because a lot of atheists would argue that there's no such thing as objective morality. It's a made-up word. And I would be one of those atheists. If you want to hear my reasoning why, go back to the last video I just made, because I explained in depth in that video why I don't believe in objective morality, because I think it's a nonsensical concept. So yeah, next point.
Geez, this is a long one. How can I trust my own intelligence if I'm assuming that my own intelligence is just the result of natural causes that are completely guided towards survival and not actual truth? I don't know. What does that even mean?
I know what it means, so let me explain. This is a point a lot of Christians make. They say, according to evolution, we evolved to survive. It's survival of the fittest. Like, the animals that exist today are best at surviving. We didn't evolve for truth-seeking. So they argue that, oh, well, under an atheist worldview, how can you trust your own senses? Because your senses weren't evolved to seek truth or to know truth. So how can you even trust your own senses? Because there could be many things that you're seeing that are just helpful for your survival that aren't actually real or there or whatever. And I think this is a good point. How I like to think about it is, I don't think evolving for survival and evolving for truth are very different. Because obviously, if you don't see the world accurately, we would be running into things all the time. Like, if I didn't see this car window here, you'd run into shit, and that's not good for your survival, obviously. You wouldn't be able to find food, water, shelter, because you can't see accurately. If you didn't see reality accurately, obviously that would make it harder to survive. So I think we can assume that, like, I don't think the theory of evolution debunks the idea that we can't know truth. Because it makes complete sense that, yeah, we could have evolved to know truth. So yeah, this is just an assumption that I make. Like, maybe we don't see the world accurately. Maybe there are things that we see that aren't, because I don't think we see reality 100% accurately. I think, like, optical illusions, for example, that's like a good example of how we don't see the world accurately all the time. But I'm pretty sure we see it accurately most of the time. And also, this is not a win for, again, most of these points that he makes are not a win for Christianity, because you can, under Christianity, they act as if they somehow can have true knowledge or whatever, because they believe that God gave them true knowledge. So that's how they can trust their senses. But it's like, what if he just didn't? What if everything you're seeing now is fake because God isn't real and Satan is real and he's like tricking you or whatever? It's like, there's so many possibilities. Like, you're just assuming that there is a God who gave you access to knowledge and truth or whatever, intelligence, when that could just that can very well be wrong. It's like, how is this a win for Christianity versus atheism? It's like both views are perfectly valid. I don't see why one would be better than the other.
How can we have truth without a truth giver? Shut up, bro.
What does that even mean? Why does there have to be a truth giver? Why can't truth just exist on its own? You don't need a truth giver. Like, so many Christians, they make these points like, oh, how did life come from non-life? Like, life has to come from life. Existence has to come from existence, or some stupid BS. Except for God, of course. No, God, he can just exist on its own. Yep, that's perfectly fine and valid. Nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, atheists, they think that the universe just exists on its own? What? That's not possible. Oh, what do I think? Oh, I believe that God exists on its own. But that's fine. No, atheists, no, that's a problem. But for me, it's not a problem because I say so. It's like, yeah, the truth can just exist. There doesn't have to be. This is like basically the same point that he just made. He's saying that there needs to be a God that gives you truth, a truth giver that gives you the truth. Or we could have evolved to see the truth, to see the world accurately for how it is. Like I just said. Next. Shit, I just realized I titled this video Getting Rage Baited by Christians, and I'm not even getting that angry.
What's the point of my suffering? There isn't a point. No, it's literally useless.
There is a point to my suffering. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, I'm so angry and getting rage baited.
There is a point to my suffering. How dare you?
So yeah, under atheism, I don't think there is a point to your suffering. So, like, by a point, I mean, like, there is nothing good about suffering. Like, it is just bad. If you suffer, that's a bad thing under the atheist worldview or under any worldview, because I don't think suffering can be good. Like, the definition of suffering is what you don't want, according to me, according to my worldview. Like, life is a bunch of experiences. Some experiences are positive or pleasurable, whatever you want to call it, and some are negative and suffering based. Like, those are the two experiences you can have. Like, all experience can be categorized into one of those two things. So, yeah, suffering is, objectively speaking, the stuff that you don't want. Like, that is what suffering is. It's what you don't prefer. That's literally its definition. So I don't see, suffering can't have a purpose. Like, it can't be a good thing because it's literally objectively bad. That's what suffering is. It's another word for bad. Whenever you suffer, that bad. Whenever you pleasure, that good. That's how you define the word. So I don't see how believing a God somehow makes suffering good. Like, a lot of people, I mean, I could go into depth into this. I'll make another video about the problem of evil and talk more about suffering and whatever. Because I'm sure, like, Christians say, oh, well, suffering, it will build your soul or whatever. But then you can ask, okay, why is building your soul a good thing? Or they say, oh, suffering is a good thing because it'll bring on a greater pleasure. Okay, well, why didn't God, the all-powerful being, just figure out a way for us to feel the pleasure without the suffering? It's like, I don't think they have a response. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to make a whole separate video on that. Next point.
Your grandma died 3 days ago? Well, it's gonna happen to all of us, so it doesn't even matter at all.
Yeah, like, what a stupid thing to say. Like, just because atheists are normal people who think that we're all going to die one day and don't reject death, that doesn't mean that we're just somehow psychopathic, crazy people who don't care about people's loved ones dying. Just because we think that death is a thing that happens, that doesn't mean we have to like it. That's like saying, oh, I believe in cancer. Cancer is a real thing of reality. Therefore, I like cancer. It's like, no, that doesn't follow. That's like confusing ontology with ethics. Like, ontology is like the study of what is real. So, like, I think cancer is a real thing. I think that after you die, there is no afterlife. Saying that I like that cancer is an objective fact about reality, or I like that we're all going to die one day and there is no part two, those are two separate statements. That's like ethics versus ontology. Okay, let me clear some things up before someone makes a comment. So, I know that saying that I like that cancer exists isn't necessarily an ethical claim. But I guess when I talk about ethics here, I'm referring to like my own personal ethics, which is subjective morality. So I believe our ethics come from our desires. So if you desire a state of the world where cancer exists, then from your point of view, cancer is right. And if you didn't desire a state of the world where cancer exists, then from your point of view, cancer would be wrong. That's where right and wrong come from under my ethical framework. It's just whatever you desire or whatever you don't desire. That's what right and wrong are. So yeah, back to the video. Like, no atheist, like, a lot of these things, like, I get that this is just like supposed to be a skit video, but like, skits are supposed to be funny and this isn't funny. You know why it's not funny? Because it's not even bait. Like, no atheist would even say this unless you're just some psychopath. I mean, maybe it's funny to Christians, but it's like, it's really not funny. Like, imagine if an atheist made this video. They say, oh, what happens if you don't accept God? Oh, he sends you to an eternal fire, but he loves you. It's like, imagine if an atheist, like, would Christians be laughing at that video? No, they would get triggered, just as I'm being triggered by this video. Well, I'm not that triggered. I'm pretty calm, except for earlier, but that was just for, because I don't want to clickbait. I said I'm getting rage baited by a Christian, so I didn't want to clickbait, you know? So I had to pretend to get angry, but I'm actually pretty chill. But anywho, back to what I was saying. So yeah, if an atheist made this video about Christians and was like, oh, if you don't love God, then you're going to go to hell and it's going to be this eternal torture of fire and death. It's like, that's like a straw man. That's not what Christians actually believe. I'm pretty sure Christians, they don't think hell is this literal place of fire and whatever. It's like, it's just like separation from God or whatever. So it's just like nothingness, I think. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure, like, that would be a straw man. Like, if an atheist did that, it wouldn't be funny. Maybe it would be funny to other atheists who are stupid, but it's just wrong. So it's like, why are you even saying that? You're misleading people. Because, like, I'm sure there's going to be Christians who watch this video and they'll be like, yeah, atheists are so stupid. When it's like, these points don't even make any sense. Literally nothing in this video makes sense, but whatever. I'm not that triggered. God, I'm so angry right now. Fuck this guy. Whatever, man.
Your grandma died 3 days ago. Well, it's gonna happen to all of us, so it doesn't even matter at all. Oh, you're feeling sad about it? I don't care. That's just the result of natural processes.
And I don't see how your emotions being the result of natural processes makes them meaningless. Wait, what did he say? He said, oh, I don't care. That's just the result of natural processes. But it's like, how does that follow at all? Just because your emotions, your willingness to care is the result of natural processes, that doesn't mean that they're meaningless or whatever. Like, that's what he's implying. Like, oh, it's just it's just a byproduct of nature. So that makes it meaningless. When it's like, that doesn't follow at all. I still have emotions and feelings. I feel a certain way about certain things. And those feelings are very real. They're not fake, bro. I don't see how that's relevant at all. Why would it matter how our emotions came to be? They're still there, they're still real, and they still matter to us. So, yeah.
Stop! Before you leave an angry comment, please remember this was a skit and not an actual argument against atheism. God bless.
Well, it's too late because I already made this video. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video.